depends how much of a Kimura you have. Do you have your hands locked like this?
Yes, I had my hands locked and I was exactly like that.
Okay.
Like that.
So if her hand has gone like outside of her body here, there is a chance that I could scoop myself under here and maybe crank this enough. Because once the hand is behind the back, remember what was her first step of countering this on me?
Step.
Nope.
Pushing hip.
Before that.
Posture.
Nope.
Standing up.
Even before that.
Hand on the hip.
Tuck your hand in.
Tuck your hand in. Okay? So you can't run over the head. Go back real quick. You can't run over the head. So run over the head here and armbar me. You can't do that with her hand behind her back. All right? So if you have this, you actually do have a pretty good position. So you might be able to get to your back. It's going to be really hard to finish the submission here. But you might create enough tension in the shoulder that she has to execute a forward roll to unwind her shoulder. So you can forward roll over in here. Boom. And now we're up into our Kimura trap sequence. She's going to come up to her knees, and I'll look to take it back. Let's say that you do have a Kimura, but it's a defended one, right? So you're here, and she tucks her hand inside.
Yes.
Let's just say like you have it here, and keep pressure on it here. Here like this. So if it's defended, a good idea is maybe if we think back to like a week or two ago, who remembers what we do with the Kimura grip and both legs free?
Right here. Wheel around.
Wheel around. So here I swing, and then this is where I might be able to keep this real tight. So here, this is where I might be able to swing around this way, like that.
Let me establish that position, okay.
Yeah, so then you can swing around back to here. So, yeah, so to recap here. If this is loose, you know, go for it. You just might get it, right? So here, bring it back to the mat, try to face this way as much as you can, and then that will give you the best angle to push. If this is tucked in, make sure you don't stay on this side, right? Because this side exposes, so if she starts to run over my head, this exposes my back, which is the angle that she needs for the armbar. No, so this is the angle for the armbar. Don't go for it yet, okay? So if she's back on this side, what I need to do here is I want to do things where I switch to the other side of my body. So I'm here, just lift your left arm up a little bit. Here, keep this tight. I'm gonna swing my legs and rotate around this way. So now she doesn't really have the angle to come back up to your knees. If she runs around on this side here, she doesn't really have the angle to now like armbar me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I were to hold on to this too long like this and just like crank this even though this is in, staying in this position too long is what opens me for the armbar. Whereas here swinging around to this side defends the armbar, and I might be able to even armbar on this side more effectively than if I were to stay on the other one.
Okay.
So the first is if his legs are low. If his legs are low on my hips, there's not a lot of weight on my back, so I can stand up tall. So here, my hands are in the biceps, my head is low. I'm gonna pop up to a staggered stance, and as I do it, I have to do it with confidence, okay? So I'll talk about that in a second. But I'm here, hands in the biceps. I use my toes. I'm gonna pop up, I stand tall, and I twist the side of the leg that's back, and push on the knee and get out. So that's way number one, okay? And what I need to make sure that I do not do is I do not go like this. I don't go pop, stay here for a second, because now he's gonna engage. No, just like get tight with your legs, but not that way. Pull your knees to your chest. Here and now I'm not gonna be able to stand. So it has to be here, one, drive it up and out like that, okay? But if his legs are high onto my back, there's gonna be too much weight to do that. So let's say I'm here, hands in the biceps like this, and you just walk your feet like up towards my head. So he gets like a high guard. So now I stand up, I try to lift my back, there's gonna be too much weight. You guys see what I'm saying? So now like trying to do like a extension at the hip, like this, the last part of a burpee, there's too much weight on my back. So this is where we do the wedge. So for the wedge, I'm gonna use my broken posture to do the pass. So I'm here, I step my foot up next to his hip, my head stays low. I actually wanna lift my butt up as high as I can and my head low. And now I'm gonna bring my back leg in between us. So my knee goes like this into the middle. My foot goes behind, and I sit back to this position. And I use this to break. And now we could pass by bringing our knee down over the leg this way. This is also a good time to fall into a leg lock. But it's really, for Nogi, just those two. All right? Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So anything else? No good. Don't even bother trying to keep your posture here either. It's just too slippery, you're gonna start falling off. Just get low like this, control the biceps. keep his hands off your head. Don't do any of this stuff. You know, some people get good at it, but the amount of time to get good at it, I don't think it's worth it. Definitely don't try to attack them. Don't reach across. Just don't do those two, all right? And then another thing I saw was here. So let's say you could get onto your side here like this. You're gonna get a Kimura on me here. Yeah, good. So here, Andrew did a really good job defending this, right? So if we ever end up in like Kimura from half guard or side control, we're gonna keep our arm tucked really tight. And the goal is to always run over the head, all right? And then this is where the battle is, okay? The battle is who gets their knee to the rib first. If he gets his left knee to my rib, this is where he can lift up, get his leg over my head, and go for the arm bar. Okay, so you can keep the grip that you had. So here, if he gets to there, he's gonna get that. If on my side, I get my knee to his first, look, bring your knee up to my rib. Look, I blocked his knee from coming in, and then this is where I can come over for the arm bar. So, when we're here, we're stuck in the Kimura, we wanna keep it tight. We're gonna circle over, try to bring our knee here before they bring their knee in. They're gonna be trying to bring their knee in, like that. If we get that, now this is where maybe we just need to try to rip our arm out. If we get to this side, I drop down, that's what blocks it, and that's where I'll be able to counter his Kimura. So remember, you end up in a side control Kimura. First thing you're doing is stepping over, trying to block that side, and then you have the grip. If he beats you here, so if you feel his knee coming up, this is where you gotta like rip your arm out. Cool? Any questions? All right.